Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is KK with the Illuminated Path. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I really appreciate that. So let's do a check-in and see what your energy is like, what's around you right now at the moment, what messages you need to hear to help you along on your journey. Angels and guides, what does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sag need to know? Look at the cards first, and then we'll talk about the meanings. This is going to be an oracle card. Check in and see what the overall theme might be for you in this reading. Okay. The theme of this reading is disappointment is not the end. There's hope in even the darkest nights. I actually like that, and I like the little, visual, because I'll tell you what. You ever heard this little saying where the stars are the brightest in a dark sky? They shine the brightest in a dark sky, and here's why. Because you need the dark background to see the light. And it's a positive thing, it really is. Let's get some cards and see what's in store for you. What does Sagittarius need to know? What are they dealing with? All right, well, so I'm going to pick the two up cards, and we'll take them as they go. The Six of Pentacles crossed by the Two of... Actually, you know what? Thank you, Spirit Guides. I'm not going to do the Celtic Cross. I just told to do something else, and I'm going to do that. Page of Pentacles, Three Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay, I can see a story forming here. King of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords. Page of Wands. Death. Strength card. Okay. Well, it's very obvious to me in this moment. I mean, having seen the cards here, that, yeah, this couldn't be more accurate. Disappointment is not the end. There's hope in even the darkest nights. I can see very clearly that you have something very challenging that you're dealing with right at the moment. We'll have to clarify to get more info, but now it's apparent to me that this is double. This may be two things going on here. I see a relationship where, somebody that you really liked and wanted to be with, maybe like breadcrumbing you, right? Maybe going out, spending time with other people, and it's really hard for you to handle. Now there's more going on than meets the eye, because I can see that, in this energy here, presently, that, with the Eight of Pentacles, someone's walked away, right? Someone, Sagittarius, is it your person that walked away, or did you walk away because you didn't like how they were treating you? That's the question. I can see that, you feel cheated. I mean, maybe they actually cheated on you with the Seven of Swords. We'll have to do a little bit of clarifying, but it looks like this energy is really disappointing because you feel cheated. You feel like you didn't expect it, right? You didn't expect what happened. And right now, with the Four of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Death, and the Strength card, like, you have to really dig deep. You're taking some time out with the Four of Swords. You need rest. You need recuperation. It's strange. Okay, so there's two different storylines going on here immediately. Now, I've said this before, I don't take the death card as an actual death, right? It's usually a transformation into a different state, you know, an ending and a new beginning. But I really feel like in this reading, there's actually two storylines going on here. And for one group of people, there really was an actual death. There was an actual physical death of somebody that you loved, okay? But for others of you, it was, you know, the symbolic death of maybe an ending of a relationship and a realization that, you know, it's just not going to work with this person. And that's been very challenging. Something that you don't want to accept, you know, something that you can't get over. I'm going to do some clarification. Let's do some clarifying here. All right, what does Sagittarius need to know? Let's clarify this energy here in the past. Wow. Okay, so the Five of Cups is about, you know, somebody that is focusing their thoughts and their energy in the wrong direction. It's you know, instead of being grateful for what you have, you're focused on what you've lost, okay? Now, I'm going to say that this is definitely, well, it can actually be used for both groups of people that we're talking about here, because, you know, the people that have a real physical death, of course, they're very distraught. They are focused on the loss and, you know, rather than the positive information, the love that's still there, the connection that's still there. I mean, I'm going to say this, and hopefully I don't get a lot of crap for it, but death is not the ending. Physical death is not the ending. I mean, it's your people are still there. They are still there. They're still here, there. I mean, there's only one place. Everything's here and now, right? Time is an illusion. But anyway, I don't want to get into all that. It could be confusing for people that don't see things that way. But really, it just means that you transform into another state, right? You don't have the body anymore, but you're more alive than ever. I personally know that I've had several deaths in my family, and I do mediumship work, so I know that very, very clearly, okay? But people have to find that out for themselves, and that's, you know, can be part of the reason, you know, for death, right? Death can take your attention elsewhere. It can draw your attention up, right? It can bring about deeper questions in life. What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? Or, you know, all these big questions, okay? It's a, you know, it's a sense of deepening spirituality. That's what it can do. I mean, those are some of the positive sides for that. I mean, anyway, I guess I don't want to go down that path too deeply, but I can tell you this, that for the people that, you know, lost somebody in a relationship, listen, everything that happens to you is happening for a reason. And I know that can be challenging, right? It can be, but the point is that it asks you to, rather than focus on the negative, focus on some positive silver lining. Some aspect has to be positive about it, because every positive situation does have something that ultimately becomes clear to you that there are positive reasons for it. Okay, we don't always see it at the time, but I will say this, that right now the perspective is on loss. It's on loss. It's on, you know, focusing on what you've lost rather than what you actually still have in life, which is supportive family, friends, and, you know, probably a lot more than most people. Okay. Yeah, it's a, the Six of Cups is a remembrance. It's longingly thinking about somebody in the past or somebody that you knew, family, friend, you know, dear friend. It's having fond memories of them, okay? Sometimes, this card can come out and ask you, are the memories, and I would say this is another card right now, it's double-edged, okay? because this is a collective reading and there are many messages coming through. I mean, gosh, I'm getting bombarded with messages. I'm going to focus on 2 storylines because there's a large number of them. And I'm going to focus on 2 because they're the 2 groups of people that need the messages most. The group of someone who actually lost somebody from physical death. You're having fond memories. You're remembering fondly the person that passed away. You know, and even within that group, it's okay to remember. The remembering should make you happy, not sad. And I will tell you this, they don't want you to remember them and be sad. They want you to remember them and be happy, okay? So that's for the people whose physical, you know, there was a physical death, right? For the people that actually lost somebody in a relationship and who may be remembering this fondly, here's the message to you in this group. I think you're remembering, this card sometimes comes out to say, are you sure you're not romanticizing that? Or giving them more credit than they deserve, okay? And that's where that message is at for this group of people. The one group that is mourning the loss of a relationship, okay? Now, the Chariot is a fast-moving energy. It's an energy that calls you to, you know, it's an energy that's very determined to get somewhere, okay? Now, I have a feeling here with this first group that you're very insistent on an outcome, okay? And I know that this is very painful for you. I can tell that. You don't understand why this happened. You don't understand why they left. And it could be this, that maybe you left because you didn't like the way you were being treated, okay? So you'll know which way this goes, Sag. I do know that you feel cheated. And you're determined to find answers. You're determined to figure this out. You know what? I would let that go right now. The fact that here in the present moment that somebody walked away, and the Queen of Swords is about, first of all, setting clear boundaries and cutting away things that no longer serve. Okay? That's very important in this moment. Cutting away the things that no longer serve. And there was some, betrayal here with the Seven of Swords. There's something that went on. It's weird. I've only had this, all right, Seven of Swords come up for Libra lately. A lot for Libra. And so I don't know, maybe you're dating a Libra. I don't know. But or with a Libra, that's possible. The other thing is that, and that could have been a lawsuit. It was very weird, or a divorce or something of that nature. But I know that you feel really betrayed and somebody walked away. That's obvious. Intuitively, with the High Priestess popping out, you knew something was going on. You knew it. You knew it. You couldn't explain it, but you knew it, okay? And maybe you didn't know the details, but you definitely knew that something was going on behind your back, okay? With the Four of Pentacles, it was like, this goes two ways as well. You were holding on to the relationship really tightly. You didn't want to lose it. You didn't want to lose it. But now, with what is going on here, this does have feeling really bad. And like you said, it's a dark night of the soul for you. You're having to do some deep searching on why this happened and why they did that. And if it's you, you're the one that did that, well, you would know, which way it goes. I can just see the cards and the energy of the cards, right? In tarot, it could be reversed. But I feel like right now you're very much holding your energy back because you're really hurt. I mean, somebody walked away, and whoever walked away is very, this one flipped up, so I'm going to take it. See, here's another strength card. Wow, 2 strength cards. Listen, it suggests 2 things for me. One, that you are strong enough to handle this. You do have what it takes. You have the tools, the mental, clarity, and the, emotional IQ to get through this. You do, okay? and you're having to really dig deep to figure this out. This is going to make you a better person. And I know nobody wants to hear that BS. It's going to make you better, but it is. It's going to make you stronger, and it's going to make you smarter in the future, for future relationships. It's going to make you more aware, not to build a wall around your heart, not for that reason at all. So, the people that have the deceased loved one, I think intuitive you, for the second group, or the people that, you know, have somebody who physically died, you intuitively know that they're around. You know that they are, and you may be receiving some type of signs or symbols from them. But the thing is you're kind of closed off with the Four of Pentacles. You're very, you don't mean to be. It's just you have a lot of grief. And when you have a lot of grief and suffering, it's really hard for the messages to come through, you know? And so what they would be asking you is, listen, accept what's happened, accept my quote unquote death, but I'm still here. I'm still alive and well, and just in a different state, an energy state, right? They no longer have a body. They're beings of light or consciousness, right? So, and I know that the Strength card, obviously 2 strength cards for 2 different groups of people. You both require the strength to deal with what you're dealing with. I mean, and you can take it. Now listen, doesn't make it any easier. Seriously, with the Knight of Swords, this really tells me that there's a lot of sleepless nights, okay, for both groups of people, for different reasons, obviously, right? One, grieving over the person they lost, and they just can't imagine not seeing the person in the 3D, right, in the physical anymore. But you can still talk to them, and they can still hear you. I assure you, they can. When you get to the point where you you accept that this is what it is, and you know they really are on the other side. They're helping you, they're guiding you, they're supporting you, and they do want to get through to you. But when there's a lot of grief and a lot of sadness, the energy, it's like a bottleneck. The energy can't get through, okay? So keep that in mind and do your best to, you know, whatever you have to do, meditate, pray, right? Ask for help from your guides, because they do help you. This will ease the sleepless nights. Now, you both have them for different reasons. The other group has them because, you know, they lost like what they would think to be their love of their life. And that's, you know, and for some of you, even in the death group, it could be somebody that was the love of your life. And that's, wow, really, really hard. I hate to hear, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, really. Because no matter what happens, and no matter what the truth of the situation is, and the fact that, you know, death is really them just walking into another room, they're behind the wall that you can't see, that's really what it is. And I hate to make it so simple, but it is that simple. And I hope by saying that, maybe you'll have some deep reflections, or you'll decide that maybe is an easier way for you to deal with it, okay? But either way, you both groups of people are very, very much tied up in their emotional stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, all those things coming to play. It's going to take some time for both groups. It's going to take time to get over these things. Not get over, but to learn to cope and to find positive coping skills and things that will help you get through it, okay? So, what else? And it does show that there is a new opportunity, right? An ending and a new beginning. And you have to have the courage and the strength to reach out and grab it, okay? So 2 cards flipped over. This is the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. 2 10s, both completion, right? 10s are about completion. Things like, you know, you don't have to worry about anymore. Yes, you've carried this heavy burden. This is the future energy here, right? This is the future row. carried a heavy burden. It's been very painful. It's been very exhausting. It's like, when is this going to be over? Well, it is going to be over in the future. You have a little bit of work to do. But, you know, hold tight to the fact that the outcome is good with the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles means that you're going to be abundant. Not only abundant, like prosperous in terms of money, but in terms of stability, in terms of feeling secure and a happy home life. So this is all coming. This is all coming, and it is in the future, and you have to give yourself time. Look, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. Lovers is there. Lovers card does suggest that you could possibly be meeting someone who can help you along, who can help you through. Oh, hi, Miko. Miko, you wanted to make, hi. Hi, baby. Okay, so you're right in the way. You're in the card. You are the star, though, aren't you, of the show, Miko? Okay, hop down. Okay, folks, that's Miko, my cat. I inherited him. So I've never had a cat before, but I love him. I absolutely love him. I've been a dog person my whole life, but I love the cat. He's awesome. He's like a little human. He they say most cats don't want to be around humans. He's always with me, on my lap, follows me everywhere I go. So anyway, enough about that. Sorry about that interruption. But I do see a good ending. What, you just have to be, what do you have your, why do you, hi. Hello, babe. Hello there. Okay, Meeks. Sorry. Come on. Let's get down. Okay, sort of ruined my spread here, but you get the overall energy and the overall gist. This is like, some things just take time. I wish I could speed it up for you. If I had a magic wand, I would absolutely do that for you. I'm going to get a card. I just want to see how things, oops, that flipped out fast. Let's see. Be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. This is so important right now. And I can tell you for a couple of reasons. One, I mean, this is for both groups of people, because when you're still, for the people who, you know, have had a real physical death in their family, a loved one, somebody that really, you know, was really important to them. This is how they can get through to you. Be still. So you can talk to them and they will hear you, but how you hear them is by cultivating a space of stillness. There is no two ways about that. When your mind is still and your mind is calm and you're free of anxiety, this is when the messages and the energy flows, right? I always say this. Energy messages that come through is like water or electricity. It follows the path of least resistance. When you're upset, when you're angry, when you're grieving, you know, the messages can't get through. They can't. It's you know, it's like a blockage, right? So this is from your loved one. It is. Be still. They'll come through when you can find a little bit of peace in knowing that they really are okay. They are okay. I can assure you of that. I know that because people come to me all the time. All right. Let's get a message for the other group. Whoa. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Give me a message for the other group. Oh. All right, I'm putting these back. Too many out. All right, this one. Okay. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. I like it. The High Priestess, we'll put that right there. You do know the way. You are an intuitive person. And maybe you don't even know that until this situation happened. Maybe you knew it to a certain degree, but you didn't trust it. Maybe now this situation happened so you could trust your intuition. And you know what? Maybe you're meant to be working with your intuition, right? Because it's very important to listen to, well, your intuition, your gut, your still small voice within. Very, very important. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to drag it out. It just, right now, I have to leave it with the way that it is and what it is. I can't sugarcoat things. It's just going to take some time for you, Sag. It is. It's going to take some time. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. And know that things are coming together. Things are coming together for a happy home life, okay? And however that looks for you. Coming to terms with somebody's passing, realizing and, you know, knowing in your heart that they are in a better place, a place filled with love. And also with the breakup, knowing that you will eventually get here. You will. You'll get here. Okay. Now take care. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And check out some other videos. All right, take care. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon.